Hi everybody, I'm Lauren Stanton for the Muskegon channel, and I'm joined by Erin Schmitz. She is here with the Hackley and Home historic sites, and if you've ever been through Muskegon, you might have passed them a million times, but maybe never went inside. But you have tours that people can take, especially during the holidays.
Yes, we hear that all the time, that people have driven by their whole lives or maybe visited as a school child, and so we see a lot of new visitors at Christmas time, and that really sparks the interest to come back. And we do have really great tours throughout the holiday season. So on December 8th from 4 to 8 p.m. we'll be open for tours. December 15th from 4 to 8 p.m. And then after Christmas we have two dates as well. So if you're tired of like eating and sitting around for days, bring your family out. We'll be open on the 27th from 4 to 8 and then on the 28th from 1 to 4.
Okay, so everybody knows the name Hackley and Muskegon and everything, but explain what this home was and the Hume home next door. Explain what this whole property was.
So once it was vacant land, and Charles Hackley and Thomas Hume worked together in the lumbering business, and they were friends and they were partners in this lumbering business and decided to be neighbors here on West Webster. So they purchased the lots and built in 1887. Both houses and the city barn behind was built at the same time. It took 2 years to construct, and after that the families lived here for many years. The Hackleys lived in this house for about 15 years. The Humes lived in their house. A family member lived in that house until 1952.
Wow.
So after that, the transition was that the Hackley house kind of stayed in that Muskegon's house realm and became the American Red Cross until 1967. And then the Hume house was sold to a daycare in 1952.
Wow. So when you come inside these homes, you cannot believe the woodwork in these homes. It's stunning. I can't believe it still looks like this.
It's really fortunate that it does, and because it was just considered Muskegon's treasure from the very beginning, it was really taken care of. So very little woodwork was taken out or painted over or any of that.
Wow.
And so it really is the way it was when Charles Hackley lived here, which is a really cool piece, a really cool feeling when you walk in the door or come down the stairs knowing that he walked in those same places.
Is there anything about this that you're just not going to find in other historic homes?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe not the amount of woodwork, because this isn't a very huge site in comparison to some of the historic sites we have here in America and overseas, but just the elaborate and intricacy of the woodwork is fantastic. And I will tell you that after even working here for nearly 7 years, there are still new discoveries that we find. When we're up on ladders cleaning or we're really down low, we'll see a face that pops out at you in the woodwork that you'd never seen before.
Right.
And that's when you drag all your coworkers back in and you're like, you have to see this. Have you seen this before?
Isn't that funny?
It's so
I'm also noticing all of the paint. So between like the outside paint, but the inside paint too.
Right.
So many different colors.
That's right. Originally, the Hackley and Hume houses in the city barn, they had 27 different colors just on the exterior. On the interior here, there's 137 different colors in the room. So anything that you see on the walls and ceilings, that's not wallpaper, that's hand stenciled paint. And every layer that you see usually has a different color. So it's pretty remarkable. And so all of the paintings have been brought back to kind of that first generation painting. And that was done over many years ago, back in the late 80s and early 90s.
Wow. It's worth it to come in here and see all of that. But at Christmas time, you guys, you do it up right. Talk about what goes into decorating these homes.
Well, we usually start thinking about Christmas in July, which is really a hard thing to do when you're like at the beach and you're doing all the summer things, and we have to start thinking about planning for Christmas. And then we send out all of our decorating letters in August, and we talk to all the groups that have decorated with us for years and with new groups. We send out about 60 letters each year to new possible groups and organizations in Muskegon County that might be interested in being part of this tradition of Christmas tours since 1972.
Yeah.
Then usually the first week of November, we decorate like crazy. We bring in our seasonal staff. We have 9 different decorating groups, which consist of about 40 different people. And they come and they bring all their totes that they store in their own homes. They bring their tree trees, they bring everything, and they decorate all the rooms. And so
it's a real community effort to get this decorated.
It is, and it's usually the most tiring week of the year.
I can imagine.
And then we have some rooms that decorators don't pick up, so we decorate those too with leftover things that we've buy throughout the years as well. But we would love to have as many decorators as we could, fill every opportunity in every space. We would just want this place to be so decked out for Christmas that everywhere you turn, Christmas is there.
What do you want to say to people out there who have been by these homes in Muskegon, or maybe haven't? They're seeing this for the first time. What do you want to say to them as far as maybe come on in?
Well, I think what's really important about Christmas tours, not only is that it's been this tradition since 1972, but getting in on that's part of like our history and our culture, and as a Muskegon resident. Also, I think it's really cool when you come in at Christmas time because you don't have that guided tour. You can take the time that you want in each room. You can look at things a lot in your own way, in your own time, without having somebody kind of guide you through. There are staff that work within the houses at Christmas time, but at the same time, you can ask questions that you want to ask, and you're not kind of herded along in that 1 hour time frame so that we can keep our schedule going.
Okay, this place is super fancy. Are kids allowed to come through here?
Yes,
Yes.
we love having kids here. We have great staff and volunteers who work so well with the kids, and they just really take their time, get down on their level. We have some hands-on objects throughout the rooms that we invite families to pick up and kind of feel that touch. And so we also are going to have some really great family programs in the spring, starting in the spring of 2019 too. So be on the lookout for those.
Okay, we'll be sure to have all that information on our website. But Erin, thank you so much. I'm so glad to finally get inside this home. I've been wanting to forever. So it's absolutely beautiful. And like I said, we'll have all the information online on the Muskegon channel.